Hi, this is Onel Valaris again here with GNet. I want to give you some tidbits of advice to help you higher your scores with your FICO scores. One of the things that you can do is the utilization ratio, which is the amount owed. Remember, we talked about that you don't want it being so high. If you can ask for an increase in credit, guess what happens? Automatically, your utilization ratio drops. Not because you owe less, but because the amount that you can now borrow against goes higher. So that is important. Now, it's not to get into more debt, but it's a little secret to try to help you bring up your scores. Now, you can also use a cosigner. If you have someone that you trust and they trust you, you can act as a cosigner. That will automatically help increase your score. Again, keep in mind though, if you're gonna be a cosigner to one of their credit cards, make sure it's a credit card they have always paid on time and the utilization ratio is low, okay? Because that's the only way it's really gonna help you. Another area that you can try to help yourself in is credit mix. I would not get a loan just to help the credit mix. It only makes up 10% and you don't want to get into debt to just raise it a little bit. However, sometimes you can apply for a store card. Certain stores offer their own credit cards, and that does help a little bit on the credit mix. It's not the typical Visa or MasterCard or American Express card. It's a different category of card. However, it's still in the credit card category, so it doesn't really help your mix, but it does help it somewhat. Once again, all these little things, if you can do a little bit here, a little bit there, it's all going to help. But more importantly than anything are two things: your payment history. You have to make your payments on time. That is a killer when you don't. Not only for the FICO scores, but the underwriters will always look to see, never mind the FICO score, but how have you been paying your debt? So that's very important. And the second thing is the utilization ratios. You want to try to keep them as low as possible because underwriters feel more comfortable in approving a loan when they see that you're not tapped out. When they see that every card is always near the top, that starts scaring them a little bit because if you run into an emergency, where are you going to get more money from? You're tapped out already. So again, those two categories are the two categories that you need to focus on the most. The other ones are important, but none as important as those two. You have heard quite a bit of information on some aspects of helping you increase your FICO scores. But we do have a program specifically, a technical assistance program. It's called the Backstop Track 5 Consumer Credit Coaching. It's free of charge, and there's a company that will take you step by step in showing you all the little things you need to do to improve your credit score. I can't see something worth more of your time than increasing your FICO scores. Please reach out to Al Alvarez. He's the programs director, and he will guide you exactly step by step on what you got to do to get enrolled in this program.